And speaking of elections, let's take a look at what's happening in Arizona, right? There have been all kinds of revelations from the state of Arizona this week with the ongoing ballot audit that began in April. Now in its 5th month, everything is a total secret. But earlier this week, actually on Monday, a magistrate judge in Arizona said, hey, Republicans, actually Karen Fann, Arizona Republican Senate President, you have to turn over all of the documents, all of the communications that you have about this ongoing ballot audit to the groups who have sued, one of them being the media outlet Arizona Republic. They have a right to have this information. And now you have Senate Republicans desperately fighting and openly defying this court order to turn over their communications about the ballot audit. Here's what they're looking for. Quote, any and all records with a substantial nexus to the audit are public records, the judge says. This includes all communications related to planning the audit, policies and procedures of the audit, and all records disclosing who is paying for the audit and how much is being spent. That seems pretty innocuous to me, right? I mean, we're not talking about turning over the government's files on Area 51, folks. We're talking about, hey, how is this being paid for and how'd y'all come up with the plan and what's going on with it? That's it. That's literally what these groups are wanting to find out. And the judge says this stuff should be public record. It's supposed to be public record. You got to release it. And Fan says, no, I'm not going to do it. This is private. This, I guess, is personal. This entire audit from the start, as I'm sure everyone watching this understands, this has been a farce. It is absolute political theater. You have had Republicans from other states come in, tour the facility where they were initially doing the ballot audit so they could take the blueprints essentially back to their own states. We also know that Cyber Ninjas, the group conducting the audit, basically broke the voting machines, now costing the voters in Arizona $3 million because, oops, Cyber Ninjas accidentally got a bunch of malware installed in the voting machines. I'm sorry, this is a terrible, terrible threat to our democracy, but it's also kind of hilarious at how incompetent these individuals are. And now, of course, Cyber Ninjas wants to get their hands on the routers, as if that's really going to tell them much of anything. Cybersecurity experts agree that the routers really are going to be, you're not going to get anything on that. You would have had to have done it at the time. After the fact, you're not going to have any data stored there, most likely. So if you wanted that, you should have done it as things were happening so you could have done the captures, which didn't happen. So there's that. Then, of course, and this is all, by the way, in the span of just 2 weeks, a lot of it happening this week. So you've got the Republicans fighting to keep everything secret. They don't want anybody to know what's happening. And gee, I wonder why that is. And then you also have Republicans subpoenaed both Dominion voting systems and Maricopa County officials wanting even more information to hand over to Cyber Ninjas. And the Maricopa County folks said, listen, the stuff you're asking us for, we can't turn it over. One, because we don't even have it. It's not our stuff. You're asking for something that other state entities have, so we can't even do it. But two, if we did have it, we still wouldn't do it because what you're asking for includes social security numbers of our voters. All of this vital private information that, if leaked, could absolutely result in a living nightmare for these individuals. So, yeah, we don't have it, so we can't give it to you. But if we did have it, we wouldn't give it to you. We're not complying with this subpoena. We've complied with everything else. You have everything you need from us. Go away at this point is basically what they're saying. And Dominion, came back with similar things. We've given you everything, Dominion says. Anything else you ask for at this point is ridiculous. Just like, by the way, this entire ballot audit is, folks. I have no doubt, and I have said this plenty of times, over on my YouTube channel at Farron Balanced and at Ring of Fire. If they had found anything at all, anything, a single instance of fraud, they would be coming out holding press conference saying, ladies and gentlemen, the investigation is ongoing, but I want to highlight this. This case of fraud here that we found that had gone unnoticed, this is why the ballot audit. They haven't done that because they have nothing to do that for. You also, by the way, a member of the Senate's appointed audit team, the leader of it, came out and said, oh, we found 74,000 ballots, mail-out ballots, that we have no record of sending out. And then reporters actually looked at the record and immediately said, actually, there is a record of all of these going out. You're straight up lying to us now. So they're openly lying. They're hiding the information. And there's no signs of this thing going away anytime soon. It's been going on for 5 months. And apparently it is just going to keep on rolling.
One of our sponsors is SteadyMD Primary Care, the easier and more affordable way to do primary care. And they're giving you 50% off because you are in my audience. You just answer a few questions. SteadyMD will match you with a licensed primary care physician that's tailored to your needs. You'll have a 1-hour virtual appointment and start a meaningful relationship with your new doctor. And from then on, your doctor will be available to you by text, phone, and video chat. It's not some random doctor on call. Your SteadyMD doctor has a limited number of patients. You get the attention you deserve, and they can help you with anything your primary care doc normally would. It's very cool how it works. You don't need insurance. It's just $99 a month, no other fees or copays for visits. Take the free quiz and see which doctor is a perfect fit for you. You'll get 50% off your first month when you go to steadymd.com/Pacman. No risk, no long-term commitment. The link is right underneath the video.